Hello you guys, and welcome back to the vlog. First things first, please excuse my voice. I am getting over being very sick. I started off with a cold that moved to bronchitis and it is making its way out of me. Still on meds and all the things, so I don't have my voice more times than not lately. But I still wanted to vlog this week. I am starting to feel better. My body is starting to feel better. This is definitely the sickest that I've been in a hot minute. So it definitely has given me a run for my money. But I have a lot of fun things going on this week. I'm actually about to go get my lashes and brows done by my friend Tracy. We went to beauty school together. I shot some content for her bridal shower a couple weeks ago, and so she's gonna do my lashes and brows for me now. And this honestly came at the perfect time because you know when you're sick and you just like, I felt ugly for like a week basically. I feel like this is just the start of my redemption arc in terms of my looks. My birthday's in a few weeks too, which is why I'm getting this done when I am. She's gonna be off in a couple weeks for her wedding, so this was the best time for me to get this done before my birthday, but also too before her wedding. So I actually should probably take off, I did like just my face of makeup, just out of habit, did my brows, at least I remembered it when I finished them. So I didn't fill them in, but I already put like my gel in. I mean, I'm sure she could probably take them off for me, but I might go ahead and take them off beforehand. So with that, actually, I'm gonna pack some makeup wipes. I've had to take off 2 days now from being sick. I took off last week when I just had the cold, basically. And then I took off yesterday too. So today's Tuesday. So I have a little bit of like catch up makeup work that I have to do in terms of like clients. Luckily, all of my clients have been amazing about like rescheduling and all that stuff. So if you are a client of mine watching this, I appreciate you so much, because it is not, if you are also too a fellow hairdresser, then you know that it is not easy when you do have to take off from work. One thing, obviously you miss the income, but you know, when you are rescheduling people, like it's gonna come back to you obviously, but also too, it's just stressful. We obviously feel really bad. I try to reschedule as soon as I know that I'm like not gonna be able to make it to work. But sometimes that still is only giving people like morning of notice or still like a day's worth. Alright, the lighting kind of sucks because I'm right in front of a tree, but it's looking so good. So happy I got it done. I feel pretty again. We'll do a quickie little salon centric haul. Just some like regular restocks. We got some gloves. Too lazy to grab it, but there's some 20 volume on the floor over there. And then we needed some more clarifying shampoo, and my favorite is the L'Oreal Metal Detox. And they had it on sale too. They have L'Oreal stuff on sale quite a bit. Foils, I will say, I fear that the House of Foils may be my new favorite, but they didn't have any. And it kills me because they're kind of expensive. It was like $26 for a box of foils, and these ones, the Color Track ones, are, I think they're like, how much are they? 15, so it's like 10 more dollars for foil, but they're cute. And honestly, the main thing is actually like the quality of them. It was definitely like probably one of the best quality of foils I've ever had. 10 volume. And then trying something new. I have been wanting to try things from Weedad. I've heard really good things about them, but I've heard that they're kind of expensive. Like this was on clearance for $13. It's their curl shaker memory maker, so it's like a revitalizing milk, which I would love this for like refreshing my curls in the morning. So yeah, I'm gonna try this because, oh, it says loose curls and waves. Oh shoot, it might not be. I wonder if this isn't good for my curl type because I have a little more of a curl, but either way, I'm excited to give it a try. I would love to have like a few more curl products that we retail at the salon, so I've been kind of trying to find some more. So I will keep you guys posted on that. Good morning, you guys. Happy Thursday. So I did not vlog yesterday because yesterday was a little crazy. We're gonna debrief and talk all about it while I pour myself a bowl of cereal and get my breakfast started. So as you guys heard me talking about the other day, I have obviously been sick, right? And so when I went to urgent care, and they gave me a steroid, and they also gave me some coughing meds. And I will say the coughing meds, I could tell like right away they were not working for me. Sorry, this is a weird angle. You're just like up on my, actually bring it down a little bit. There we go. Doesn't help that I'm so short. So they gave me a steroid, like I said, and the coughing meds. Coughing meds were not working at all. I still had a really bad cough, especially at night and in the morning, with the nights being the worst. So my steroid, I could tell I was having weird side effects like right away when I first started taking it. A couple things that I noticed was I'm not much of like a sweaty person. But I was like breaking out in a like uncontrollable sweat and was just like so hot, like temperature wise. Like within the first couple hours, like the first couple days of me taking it. And I said that to John, my husband, and he had a good point of like, well, maybe it's like the sickness, like, you know, like you're like getting over being sick, and you know, you kind of like sweat the sickness out. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's a good point. Like, that's probably what it is. And the doctor did give me a heads up too that the meds would increase my appetite. So she was like, definitely take it in the morning, and also too, with steroids, they a lot of times give you more energy. So take it in the morning. So took it in the morning every day. Like I was saying, it was giving me and it wouldn't necessarily like increase my hunger, but I have low blood sugar, and I could tell that it was making my blood sugar really wonky. I've always had low blood sugar ever since I was a kid, so I know how to like, it's not to the point, I'm like not, last I checked I wasn't diabetic. I've always been like pre-diabetic, so I've always kind of like known that could change at some point. But I'm able to control my blood sugar at this point with diet for the most part. And it never like, the meds never made me like hungry, but I could tell that it was making my blood sugar spike really like wonkily like. So like my blood sugar does get really low really fast. I can feel really faint and can pass out. That's exactly like what I was feeling. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, I feel hungry. I was just like, oh, I feel like I'm going to faint. And it was like, it wasn't like extreme, but it was just like the little bit of like dizziness and lightheadedness. And I can see the warning. Luckily I'm pretty in tune with like those warning signs. So I would do what I would need to do so that it wouldn't get worse. So, okay, it was like mental note number 2. Then after like the first night I took it, I slept fine, but then 2 other nights I was up until 1 a.m. like with insane insomnia. I normally wake up early. So because of that, I normally go to bed early. I go to bed anywhere between like 9 to 10 through the week. Typically 11 is like kind of pushing it. And so for me to be like up staring at the ceiling at 1 a.m. is like unheard of at this point. So I hated that. I had insomnia 2 nights. And I knew it was bad because like the second night I was like, how am I still up at 1 a.m. and I got like 4 hours of sleep the night before. And then to the third day of me taking these meds, I started to realize I was having heart palpitations, and then that was where I was like, okay, I'm starting to get freaked out. I was having heart palpitations and I was having the insomnia. And it was to the point where like I couldn't lay flat on my back because obviously it was like kind of uncomfortable for me with like coughing. But then also too, I realized that it was making my heart palpitations like increase more. So I like had to sleep propped up. So I called my doctor yesterday, and I'm calling them on my way to work. We had a salon meeting first thing, so I'm getting ready for the meeting. and I'm explaining to the lady on the phone, I was like, I'm having these side effects. I asked my mom about it before I called the doctor, just to get like a heads up of what she thinks they would maybe say. So my mom and I are thinking like, oh, they'll probably like just adjust my dosage, and maybe like they'll want me to come in to get labs done just to make sure that, like, you know, nothing else is wrong, especially because with bronchitis can like switch to pneumonia if it's not. So we were thinking like maybe they just want to make sure that like I am getting better, because at this point too, like I said, I still have a really bad cough. My body doesn't feel like sick anymore. Like I don't feel like run down or achy or whatever, but like I'm still having a lot of like respiratory discomfort. So yeah, I called the doctor, let them know, and the lady was like, after I explained all my side effects, she was like, let me put you on hold for a second. And I was on hold for like 5 minutes. So I was like, oh shoot, either they're really busy or like I wonder if something's wrong. It just didn't really like click to me that like heart palpitations can like really be serious. I knew it was to the point, I knew it was serious enough that I needed to call my doctor and be like, hey, is this normal? Like if not, should we do something? But I didn't realize that it could be like minorly emergent kind of. And so it's right before our meeting, and they get back on the phone with me, and she was like, hey, we're leaving a note for the doctor. We don't want to freak you out, but we think you're having like a pretty severe reaction to these meds. So please don't take them right now. Wait, I hadn't taken it yet that morning. Yes, this was yesterday morning. I hadn't taken them yet because I was like, I cannot. And after the meeting, I had like a full day of work, and I was like, I cannot be like feeling like this at work. Like I just could tell, like I just felt off. I kept feeling like out of breath and feeling like I needed to catch my breath. And on one point I was thinking like maybe it's the sickness, but I don't know. I could just tell that it was more so like my heart was just racing so much that it would make me feel like I am out of breath. So she was like, yeah, don't take it. We're going to the doctor's going to like, she had asked me a few more questions basically. But the doctor was like, tell her to not take it. And depending on the situation, we may need to send her to the ER. And so that's what they say to me over the phone. I was like, I have a full day of work. Like, and I know it's not what you're supposed to be like thinking of, but again, being a hairstylist, like it's already a pain to like reschedule your few days, right? Like even like today, for example, I was supposed to be off today, but I'm gonna have to go in later because today's my makeup day for missing Monday. So yeah, I mean, I didn't say that to her over the phone, but so they gave it a couple, I waited a couple hours because they were just like, we'll let you know. You might need to go back to urgent care. You might need to go to the ER. It'll just kind of depend. So luckily they called me back. This was like mid-morning, and they were like, so since I hadn't taken the meds yet and my heart palpitations had stopped at this point, like I didn't really feel them as much. I was still feeling like short of breath a little bit, like first thing in the morning, but like I feel like it was just kind of like leaving my system a little bit. But besides that though, I didn't have like the heart palpitations as much. So they were like, we think you're good. Like just don't take the meds anymore. They sent me in, at this point they're like, they sent me in an antibiotic. And then I also asked too if they can give me an inhaler and like a different type of cough syrup just to like hopefully help with my discomfort a little bit more. So yeah, that's what they got. I still need to actually pick up my antibiotic because by the time that, for whatever reason, there was a few different questions about like, I guess the doctor gave the pharmacy 2 different instructions, and John picked up the meds for me last night. So the meds weren't ready until like right before the pharmacy closed, and I was like, I'll just pick up the antibiotic tomorrow. So I still need to pick that up. That was the thing then too. So then yesterday I was exhausted all day because I only got maybe like 10 hours of sleep at the most over like the span of 2 days. And so I was, and the first day, so yesterday was Wednesday. So Wednesday I was exhausted. Tuesday, even though I only had like 4 hours of sleep, I was better. I feel like because the steroid was still in my system, so it was giving me the energy, so I was fine. But then yesterday, as the day went on, I was just like fully wiped, and I feel like it was just from the lack of sleep, basically. So I got a full night's sleep last night, thankfully. I fell asleep at like 9:30, and then I woke up around like 5, which, like I said, that's normal for me to wake up around like 5, anywhere from like 5 to 7, just depending on how tired I am and how much sleep I got and how early I went to bed the night before. But yeah, I don't know, it's just crazy. So I'm at work and I'm having to text my parents and John being like, I might have to go to the ER later, I guess. I don't know, I'll keep you guys updated. So yeah, basically any free minute that I had yesterday in between like my meetings and doing clients, I feel like I was like on the phone with a family member or my doctor, or whatever that was looking like. So all is good now. My day yesterday besides that was pretty good too. Like I said, I am just still like coughing quite a bit. The cough syrup I do feel like helps a little bit more. And I feel like it is giving me a little bit more comfort. I don't feel like I've had to cough. I definitely am still coughing, but I don't think I've had to cough as much because I just took some this morning too. But yeah, so I feel like my body is just still like kind of like getting back into like its normal swing of things. But I don't have to go to work today until 3. So even though I do have to go in on what would have been my day off, it's nice that I at least have like the morning and early afternoon off. So I am going to be able to I'm going to get some errands done. I have some content I need to film this morning that I'm going to start to get ready for here in a little bit. And then this afternoon, I think I'm going to be running errands. But besides that, so it should still be a pretty productive day for the most part. All right, it's like 1 o'clock exactly, basically right now. I spent the morning filming some content for a little bit of everything, basically. Still didn't get everything done that I thought I was going to get done, but that's okay because I always forget how long. I feel like content shooting, creating either takes me no time or a lot of time, but that is a-okay. So I don't have to be to work until 3, but I have a couple errands I need to run. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to do all my errands either because I was hoping to be done closer to 12. Good morning, happy Friday. The lighting is so weird right now. Oh, it got better. The sun's rising behind me, so if things get a little weird, that's why. I wanted to show you guys, I touched up my hair. I did my hair this morning using that that curl revitalizing milk from Weedad, and I think I really like it. I just like misted my hair down a little bit. I was probably like 30-40% damp, and then I just like raked it through and used my diffuser, and I really like how it looks so far. Plus I like it too because it kind of like, I feel like the milks kind of like make my curls feel a little bit like softer too. So I'll keep you guys updated on that, but so far I really like it. I'm about to go to work. I only have, I work from like, I have a half day today. I just work from like 9 to 1. Normally Fridays are half days. I normally don't do full days on Fridays. I'm just doing a root touch up, and then I'm moving up one of my coworkers' extensions right after. So I should be done by like 1-ish. I didn't end up having time before work to go run those errands for Navy's birthday tomorrow, so I'm gonna go after work. I'm gonna go and run those errands and just get the last minute things for her little party. Luckily, we already have a lot of like the cutlery and stuff like that. My mom and I saw a bunch of like Bluey themed things at Walmart a couple weeks ago, and so we already have all of those. We're doing a dog piñata, and so I need to get some stuff to put into the dog piñata. And then I need to get her a birthday gift, and I don't know what else actually. I got this package from Moroccan Oil and behind the chair, so I figured we could unbox it together. It looks like it might be like a new treatment mist. I honestly haven't tried much from Moroccan Oil, but I feel like a lot of my clients use quite a bit of their stuff, so I am pretty excited for it, and I'm always down to like try new like hair treatments and stuff. Cute. So this is what, it's kind of bright. This is what the packaging is looking like. It's just a few cards. Oh, I think these are just like some info cards and stuff. And then see. Oh dang, yeah, it's their treatment. Oh, I got a new brush. There's a purple treatment. Here, I'll just pan it over so you guys can see it. This is their treatment oil mist, and it looks like there might be different formulas because this one says it's extra light, and then this one is light, and it says for fine or light colored hair. And then we've got one that's for all hair types, which I do love that they have different things for different hair textures. And then there's a purple one for like blondes. And then it also has a paddle brush with it too. That's really cute. So, oh, it's an argan oil infused spray. It's really cool. I'm excited for this. Actually, too, if I like this, I feel like my mom would like something like this too, because she normally likes to try to find good like oils and like treatment mists and stuff like that. And it's rich in antioxidants. I do feel like I like a lot of products that have antioxidants in them, so I feel like it always makes the hair feel really good. Yay, I'm really excited. So thank you Behind the Chair and Moroccan Oil for sending me this. It's Navy's birthday. Diego, you say hi. Oh, hello. So we're on our way to Navy's birthday party.